Hey guys, this is Black 117 here, and so you guys probably don't notice this, but it's been like I know for sure like a week, no, not even a week. It's like now it's like a month since I last recorded those videos, and not gonna lie, some shit happened, but at least that got taken care of. So um, may or may not explain in my update video, but I'll just leave it at that. So anyways, we are facing off against Jake from Peoria. I don't know how to pronounce that. So, I think this is our BPL Week 5 battle as we're up against like the Washington National Dexers, coached by Jake from State Farm. So yeah. Anyways, um, we see a lot of things that I don't like. Um, I don't like Aegislash. I don't like that Rotom, like with its suggestive. Well, I don't want to say that, but there's that egg right there, a duck, a centipede, like, and crocodile. Speaking of centipedes, have you ever seen that movie King Kong, where like there's that one bug scene and they're all like trapped in this ravine? Like, I'm not gonna talk about that scene. Like, I'm gonna act like Misty, the Pokemon anime, when about that scene. So yeah, there's like a lot of threats. That's the whole point. Everything's a threat, including my crocodile. So yeah, keyword about that. So, anyways, for our team, we have a very interesting team. No Mega Arrow, but we did bring a lot of our legendaries, like our Gliscor the legendary, and Valley. So even though Game Freak doesn't want to say it such, well, technically, like Buzz wasn't a legendary; it's an Ultra Beast. I don't know, but just what the game coding says it is. So, anyways, I'll just like keep going with this game. So, like, so right off the bat, like Jake has a lot of very setup oriented mons at probable hatch stacks and setup cleaners and whatnot, with Scolipede, Rotom, and Aegislash being like the main threats. Um, as you notice, one thing I kind of prepped really hard for was Toxic Spikes, and I got super annoyed to the point where I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just bring a Toxic or Poison type in our own Valley. It's actually Poison Valley, so which can be useful to absorbing T-Spikes and whatnot. Suicune's Calm Mind. Mew is just a rather interesting set, you'll see. And Buzzwole is just here to take on Scolipede and Crook. Mostly Haxorus, but Haxorus is not here, but that's fine. Entei is probably our win con, and Gliscor is that guy you don't want to be, so you'll see what I mean. So he goes into the Togekiss, and I'm gonna be that guy. So I'm gonna be that Gliscor guy. So here I'm just gonna go for Toxic, be that guy, and yeah, I have the sub. I'm very fast, extremely fast. Take this Hydro. So now I can just Toxic stall him down. So I'm just gonna keep doing this just so I just get this thing chipped down like considerably. And I do have rocks and no Roost. Like, this was a very huge risk for me not to bring Roost, but I just figured, you know what, I'm just gonna like have this set because this set was just kind of fun. Or not fun, but funny to me. So I go to Aegislash as he goes, makes a great prediction, goes to this sword. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna parting shot. That's the best thing I could do. And I'll go to Clear Blue and take the Shadow Ball. And I noticed this thing does a little bit more than usual. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is Specs. And I realized, no wait, this might be like one of those items, you know, the spooky, you know, spooky plate or spell tag. It could be one of those two, but it's the same thing. It increases like, you know, ghost moves by like 20%. So yeah, and already we're gonna be like trying to just scald. I just try to like get some damage to whatever comes in, and Rotom comes out, and I'm forced to switch into this guy. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, I don't know what the fuck to do. And here, I actually just go for Beam because I just had no other idea to do, and I get lucky and I got phrased. So yeah, I actually I actually contemplated about that turn, and I was like, nah, there's no way he stays in. I think based off my set, like that's, let me see, was that my only attacking move? No, I had Psychic as well. It's been a while since I like battled, or let alone like or remembered or recalled this game. So yeah, so I just go for the freeze or the beam and get the freeze because honestly, like, I'd rather just get like, I didn't want to get like Crocodile in for free, so, and Aegislash and Porygon and everything else is like, oh whatever. So yeah. So at this point, I'm just gonna go. I think I go for another Ice Beam just to try to kill him, but whatever. He has no leftovers, which is huge, so that way he doesn't have any recovery. And he has the Shadow Ball, does a little bit more than usual. So I'm gonna go for Combine to take this better. And he doesn't have King Shield, or he does, or he's just keeping it himself. So here I'm just gonna go for another Scald, and hopefully try to kill this thing with Hidden Power Grass. So he goes for the Nasty Plot, which is fair play on his end, but I think he notices that this is Hidden Power Grass, and now Rotom is really weakened. So here I have to save I decided to save my Suicune because like I still need it for the AG. So now comes out the Scolipede, and here honestly, I could have saved. I could have like. Honestly, I don't know why I did that. Now that I think about it, I feel like I could have just like stacked Mew, but you know, I think I probably did it because I just had a Buzzwole, and I didn't want him to like SD up. But then again, I don't know. So, like, I did think about that turn. So, here I'm just gonna switch hard to Steel Valley because I don't want to like get poisoned. And this is a good poison switch in, so here I'm just gonna go for Parting Shot and just go to that guy again, and I'll avoid the T-Wave. So yeah, and I think for the rest of the game, you're just gonna see this guy, this well, kind of toxic stall his team. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, and well, like, we should be able to kill this Crocodile, so I'll admit I did get lucky trying to, like, you know, getting rid of this guy. He probably would have been able to get a knockoff on one of my Pokemon. So yeah. Now I would be able to poison this thing, and fortunately for us, he doesn't have Heal Bell, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for, I believe, Sub. You know, I'm just gonna fast forward this. I'm not gonna like I do go for that in case he goes to, you know, Suicune. Yeah. And I want to keep like Gliscor healthy, so yeah. And he goes into AG, and here I'm just gonna go for Calm Mind, as he just goes for Shadow Ball, and it removes my Spadef, which is fair. So he's gonna go for King Shield, as I believe I just go for Scald. At this point, I'm just gonna try to go for damage because Aegislash is already being like, this is the last like major hurdle before we could just get rid of it. So the rest of his team. So here I go into Entei, and I believe I just go for Sub, just take advantage of that King Shield possibility, and I just go for Flare Blitz. And I believe I didn't have Sacred Fire on this. I think I had something else. I think I had like Howl, Toxic, E-Speed. As I'll just set up a Howl here as he goes for Discharge, but we were like really sped up to set up on like this Porygon too. So that's the whole idea of doing this set. So I'm just going for Flare Blitz, and yeah, that's the game. So GG's to Jake. So as we just improve our record to 5-0, get a 5-0. But yeah, I think this game just came down to prep really. Some of the Pokemon that I was really concerned about for this game were I believe let me just check on my phone, see what he had. I know he had an Axorus and he had like Mega Abomasnow, Conkeldurr. Abomasnow was like interesting because it has access to Aura Veil, and since he has offense, like very strong HO offense, that could be very scary. Charizard's really annoying for my team as well, but I don't think in this matchup, like specifically, I think like I don't know if it would have been that useful because he was offensive, and then Rabombi was kind of a hit or miss because you set up sticky webs or be like Specs or just Clipper Dance. It's like one of those 3 routes you can go with. But yeah, this was pretty much a straightforward game if you think about it. And I just like I'll admit I didn't really prep that much. Like just thinking about it, because there was like a good chance I'd battle him again. So some of the prep options I brought, like you know I think for Mew, I think it was like Power Swap, which was hilarious. And that was my way of like dealing with like Nasty Plot setup with like Rotom and like Togekiss, as well as like self like intimidating like Crocodile, which is hilarious. So, and also like Porygon 2, just removing their Spadef raises or whatever, or special attack raises. Also Aegislash if it like becomes really annoying. Like that was like my last. That's like in case Aegislash becomes stupid annoying. So yeah. But like the power like swap was mostly for Rotom because I just didn't have anything else for it. My team was stupid weak to Rotom, so I had to rely on Toxic Stall and some gimmick sets, and I was able to deal with it. So yeah, I think this game just came down to like me just being able to wear down his team. So yeah. So anyways, that's all I have for today. As I'll see you guys next time.